Hello, hello, hello. Dr. Jessica Houston here, international speaker and founder of Elite Speakers Institute. I want you to just take a moment and let me know where you are tuning in from. I am so excited that you decided to join me today. Listen, I have been in the lab. I have been working on the answer that coaches, authors, and speakers have been searching for. I've created something that I wish I had when I first started out in business. So I've been coaching, training, teaching, speaking, consulting for 10 years now. I know what it's like to struggle to hit my financial goals. I know what it's like to be puzzled. I know what it's like to feel stuck. And so I wanted to make sure that I created something that was not fluff, but that was going to give you what you need and you won't have to pay a premium price. So my first program I enrolled in was tens of thousands of dollars. And so I'll get into all of that later, but today I'm gonna be talking to you about money blocks to avoid. Woo! Money blocks to avoid. And before I get into that, I'm doing a free masterclass, Amplify Your Message Masterclass. So be sure to click that link and sign up. I'm going to be teaching you how to book a virtual stage in 7 days or less. Listen, you don't want to miss that one. So let me get into what I really wanted to chat with you all about today. Money blocks to avoid. So I realized that if you're not hitting the goals that you set for yourself financially, there is something blocking you. There's something blocking you. And it's going to be your job. I like to call them money leaks. So there is a leak somewhere that you need to discover and fix. And so one of the things that I've seen in clients who have come to me with this issue is there's too much indecisiveness. They're going back and forth. They're toiling over a name for a month. They're toiling over what they're going to call themselves for another month. They're trying to get, and it's like, listen, you have to make a decision. Winners are action takers. Winners are decision makers. And so when you're indecisive, that says that you are, one, lacking belief in self. And I'm going to actually teach on that as well in maybe another week or so. But that means that you're lacking belief in self because you're afraid to make a decision. There is some fear there. So one of the things that my coach says is that you shouldn't be struggling with something for more than 7 days. Like, you got to say, okay, this is the issue and this is what I'm going to do to resolve it. I might be scared as hell, but I'm going to resolve it. Like, I'm going to take the step that I need to take in order to get this done. And I may have to put this out there imperfect, and that's okay. That leads me to money block number 2, perfectionism, fear of failing, fear of getting it wrong, fear of making a fool of yourself, thinking if it's not perfect, I'm not putting it out there. But let me tell you what my professors told me when I was working on my PhD: done is better than perfect. So I'm going to say that to you: done is better than perfect. And this is the great news about really tackling and dealing with your perfectionism, is that once you actually put something out there, you're going to get feedback. And then you'll know what you need to change. You'll know what you need to adjust. And sometimes you might be spending months and months trying to get something perfect, and your competitor has launched it 3 times and they have perfected it, but they've also made money along the way. So you want to avoid indecisiveness and perfectionism. Another money block you want to avoid is being stuck in the learning loop. Now, this is me. I love learning. I love teaching. I actually love both equally. So I will learn all day and I will teach all day. But what I discovered when I was first starting out was because I was so nervous and I wasn't as confident in my ability to deliver what I said I could deliver, that I was just learning. Like, okay, I'll do a little bit. And then I'm like, oh gosh, I need to learn more about that because I'm supposed to be an expert. And so I was doing way more learning than action taking. And so one of the things you want to make sure that you do is when you learn something, implement it as quickly as possible. Don't even give your brain the opportunity to talk you out of it. So learning is great. You want to have a certain skill level. You want to have a certain expertise. You want to know what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, you've got to be able to build your business, but also make sure that you're taking the actions you need to take. And building does take learning. It does take testing. But you can't stay there, because if you stay in, oh, I'm learning, 1 year later, you're still learning. You're still trying to figure out how to write a book. You're still trying to figure out how to create a product. You're still trying to figure out who your ideal client is. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. And so actually, that's another reason why I created the Elite Speakers Institute, which is a mentorship program, or at least that's a component of it, for coaches, authors, and speakers. My primary mission right now is to help coaches, authors, and speakers build authority, speak on more stages, and monetize their expertise. That's what I want to do. And I initially was just focusing on helping my clients get booked and paid to speak, but I came to the realization that you've got to have multiple revenue streams. And it's like, I already knew that because I do it. But I think it was just like, oh, I just want to help them to get on stages. And it's like, no, you need to help them build a full business. They need to know how to launch. They need to know how to market. They need to get their messaging together. They need to get their mindset together. And so you all know, at least those who know me, I love motivating. I love encouraging. I love inspiring. So all of that is included. It's going to be personal development, speaker development, business development, all in one place. And not only that, we're also offering done-for-you services. We'll build out your funnel. We'll do your copywriting. We'll create your graphics. Like the things that I wish I had, again, that I had to piecemeal together. It's all in one place. It's a full service agency. Money block number four. Saying and or thinking it won't work for you. Oh my, whew, I feel that. I feel that because that was me for so long. Like now I can literally just like kick myself. Like, what were you thinking? So I would be creating things and I would listen to the strategy that my coach would give me, but I would say, well, yeah, that will work for you. You've got 10,000 followers. Oh, that will work for you. You've been doing this for this amount of years. And so I continually discounted my brilliance. I continually believed that it worked for everyone else but me, and that was a lie. And so if you've had that thought to cross your mind, I want to let you know that it is a lie. You need to rewrite the story that you have been telling yourself. You need to first convince yourself before you convince anybody else, before you can convince anybody else to buy anything from you. Before you can convince anybody else to believe you or believe in you, you got to believe you yourself. You got to believe in you yourself. You got to believe that you have the solution. Whew, y'all about to get me to preaching. It's up to you. So stop saying it won't work before you've even tested it. Stop thinking it won't work, or yeah, it works for Jessica, but it won't work for me. That's a lie. You might have to tweak it, but it will work if you work it. And then money block number 5, feeling unworthy and self-sabotaging. Feeling unworthy and self-sabotaging. Have you ever done that? You get this close to it and you don't follow through, or you know you need to give 100%, but you give 70, but 70% isn't going to work for what you're trying to do. or you create an issue, or you allow someone else to pull you into their drama when you know you've got something that you're supposed to be working on, it all goes back to how you feel about you. Don't let you be your block. If you say you want to make 6 figures, you deserve it. If you say you want to make 7 figures, 8 figures, you deserve it. And no, you won't know the whole plan. God never reveals his full plan. He gives it to you piece by piece. His desire is for you to take the first step. His desire is for you to get in action. His desire is for you to live life and live it abundantly. It's not for you to be depressed. It's not for you to be broke. It's not for you to be sad. It's not for you to be doubting yourself. So today I want to challenge you to assess what it is that has been holding you back and decide that you will not allow that thing or those things to hold you back any longer. So if anything I've said today has resonated with you, I want you to let me know in the chat. And then also, if you're watching this by replay, make sure that you type replay in the chat. Again, my masterclass is coming up May 26th at 7 p.m. Amplify your message, how to book a virtual stage in 7 days or less. If you are a business owner, you absolutely must leverage speaking. And there are so many podcasters and event hosts who are looking for virtual guests. I mean, you don't even have to leave your home to get booked. And when you book a virtual stage, you're able to get more visibility. And awareness is the first step of getting your ideal client to even know who you are, to buy something from you. So that should always be a part of your marketing plan, is brand awareness. Also, something else I've just started is I'm offering just a couple a month, but $49 one-on-one strategy sessions. If you're feeling stuck, if you're like, you know what, I got every one of those money blocks, she said, then holler at me. Come on, $49. $49. Do you know how much I've invested in my business, in myself? And my one-on-one sessions are $297. So this is a one-time use only, but if you're looking for someone to support you, if you're looking for strategy, if you're feeling stuck, if you know that you should be further along than you are, sign up for a session. I guarantee you it will change everything. I hope to see you at my masterclass. The link for the masterclass as well as the one-on-one session is in the text box. So until next time.